be crazy how small the screen be when you go live, man.
Y'all listen, don't mind my little tissue, my little white stuff on my eyes, but my sister gave me second-degree burns.
What?
Look at my legs, y'all. Just like the motherfucking ER.
Who that?
Hurry me the fuck up.
I thought that was a celebrity.
I thought she loved me. I guess that's for all the pain and shit. I was talking shit to her. That's what she got me. And then, y'all, the bitch can't even drive. See, even drive me around where I got to fucking go. That's the sad part about it. She thinking shit funny in the back.
Like these backwards been shaped kind of weird lately, man. I can't get this shit right. God. Tell her this shut up. Very expensive to date her.
That bitch talk that shit. I mean, she make you want to get your shit up.
God damn, man, that's goddamn.
If you started your roster like Monday, I would pick Patriots.
That's for the update coming out.
The update, right?
That shit probably be out Tuesday.
AB.
I don't think that shit gonna be out Monday.
Yeah,
Be Tuesday.
AB on the Patriots.
Hey man, this shit dumb, bro.
What? So.
Trying to seal the edge, but can't do it so much. This shit dumb. Alright.
Let me see charge of these.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 8 carries, 64 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they cheating.
He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same.
Why do you say that?
But even more than that, it's prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
That's the 2nd year.
On 4th down, Costello. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
You check your recalls on your car? You might have recalls.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Here's 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping,
why would you push a nigga in the back, man?
Move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bro.
So a decent gain, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And a hit this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And now it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the over 4 range. That can be a little tricky. But
you see it, though. You see what's wrong in the face.
Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
That shit crazy.
You don't even see it.
The nigga face backwards.
Yeah, the nigga face
for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
I'll fuck it up. I gotta stop playing around.
4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
The throw complete here to Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got Smith here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Hurt the nigga grabbing his hip.
And in your division, that's a good injury. You gotta play this out, my man. Especially if you're going for
and this should be the final
season.
He definitely. I can go ham now.
Yeah, you gotta blitz that.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
That's 10 here.
And they're gonna mark him down short.
Still not a slouch.
After 1-7-0.
Shit, Cobb probably like 2 overall points better than him.
I mean, this is 2nd year.
Yeah, he ain't that far off.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead moves
you
to
don't want to
10-10.
quit it.
I
These
can't
kickers
quit.
now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
You're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted.
Starts, you get the loss in 2nd week.
Yep.
They are more athletic
The next week,
than
you
ever
get
before.
tomorrow. I told you,
Big time athletes.
right, you should. I know they see it.
And now those 50-plus yards seem easy for some reason. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, the first down.
A good run there.
I always go to concept when I'm out running tall.
The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Carl Joseph up from a safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Yeah, you have
Go, it's a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed. And I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Normally, this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it. Punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And this one hits at the 3 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Rivers.
As he gears up to go again.
I built Mason last year, but I built Mason all the way up to a 9.
Second quarter, they need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. Throwing on
about to say.
Tannehill. He brings this one back.
About to say, man. That nigga got hit with the ball. I'm about to say, you better catch that shit, Zach Brown.
Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short
Zach
throws
Brown.
come, those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play?
Hey, that nigga got hit with this shit.
And then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
I ain't never seen that, bro. That nigga got hit with the ball. Then turned around like, oh shit, the ball.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they're back winning a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Good kick. Oh, the computer let it go out of bounds. They a bitch. Hey, the computer let it go out of bounds, yo. Hey, they a straight bitch. Hey, they smart as a bitch, yo. That shit's bad.
They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Tannehill.
Muscle.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability,
was
and
the
a sack
best
resulted.
thing that could happen.
You hear the calls for accountability, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
All I gotta do is blitz, bro.
We spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard. He's been very quiet.
Run to the side with all the niggas. They're gonna build like a wall,
They
bro.
need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweep.
Computer fast as a bitch.
Something to get him the ball.
Computer fast as a
Play there by
bitch.
Gordon. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Back to throw. Costello. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Actually hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Catch that shit, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Oh yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Yo, dumbass. Computer ain't that smart. Computer ain't that smart. Also save you. Come on.
Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
If I would have tackled him by the end zone.
And now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football, if indeed that's the plan.
And coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers.
Zach Brown. Hey, you about to be player of the game, Zach Brown. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about.
He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Throwing to start the drive. Costello.
That nigga was wide open. Did you not see that?
Press start.
Man, look at this shit.
Press start. Look at the left. Just look at the left.
Oh, shit. But look at the right. Look at the right, though. Look at the right. Look at the right.
No, not like that nigga.
Look at this shit. Look, this nigga open, bro. This nigga open.
He is, but you overthrew him. Bro, that nigga was a penalty, not throwing to the other nigga.
Hey.
That nigga was open from the start of the play.
That was my bad. I did eyeball over one side. I didn't look at the other side.
Play action. Costello. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Costello. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season. But it's been strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Come on, man.
Return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Kick it back.
You can't kick it like that.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Limited involvement down on the score, but maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Costello. Wide open receiver complete. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Back to throw. Costello. Wide open. It's Allen complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they react poorly on that one.
Back to throw. Tannehill looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, What do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really
on,
do.
man.
As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, bro.
2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver has position. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw
got that little accuracy in there, bro. He just
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover it? Double and triple, do what you have to do.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes.
That's how it be, too. I hate when a pull about to pull up, and you gotta wait for him, bro. That be the worst. You be about to go to sleep. They keep talking about they about to pull up. They a couple minutes away.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out on the field now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He sets to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What's the flag?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Back to throw. Costello.
Come on, yo. What the fuck? What the fuck,
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 4th down, Costello. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 12-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Costello. Allen has it, left side. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sets up the screen to Gordon. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw. Costello. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Hey.